all these failed predictions now. Joining me with his take, Fox News chief political analyst Brit Hume. Brit, what a pleasure to have you here. Thanks. Well, I want to ask you a question about the House at the end of this segment, but let's start with this guy and what he says. Why is 60 Minutes rehashing this stuff? We know his predictions always fail.
Well, I think you said it earlier, David, when you said 60 Minutes is a product of the liberal culture. It hasn't always been quite that way, although I think it's always tilted at least a bit left. But now it's out there with the woke mob, and for them to put this guy on, I mean, it isn't, David, just that this guy's been wrong. He's been famously, extravagantly wrong, and never more so than back in the '80s when he made a bet with an economist named Julian Simon about what's going to happen in the decade ahead, and Ehrlich's view was doomsday, that all these commodity prices were going to go to the moon and scarce resources were going to become more scarce, we're all going to die and all that. So Ehrlich said, Simon said to Ehrlich, okay, you pick 5 commodities and I'll bet you that their prices don't go up during the 80s. So they made a bet that over the 10 years, Ehrlich picked 5. I think it was copper, chromium, nickel, tin, and tungsten. Yeah. Ehrlich bet those prices were all going to go up over the decade. And Simon took the bet, and every single one of those prices declined. Yeah. I mean, he was 100% wrong times 5. So it was,
at least he was consistent.
And it was a very famous. It was a very famous episode.
Yeah, yeah. And by the way, the reason the prices went down is because there was new availability that people didn't know about then. For example, Ehrlich was also predicting that we'd run out of oil, as a lot of people have. And in fact, he didn't see fracking coming, which provided this whole new. The thing is that the greatest resource, and Julian Simon was famous for this, is the human resource. That's the one resource that you don't have to worry about running out of. Human beings will always come out with new ways of finding things that we need. And if you have that faith in human beings and the marketplace, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, it's the incentive of profit. So it's why there's an old saying that the solution to high prices is high prices.
Right.
People go out chasing the higher prices, commodities, particularly in energy, where it sounds paradoxical, but in energy, it is not the supply that determines the price so much as it is the price that determines the supply. Because the higher the price, the more different kinds of oil can be profitably brought to the surface. And refined and sold as product. So, he's been wrong every time.
Yeah. And by the way, food. We have to mention food because he said that the world at 3.5 billion, which it was back in '68 when he wrote the book, the world would be running out of food. Well, in fact, he didn't see the technology coming for these satellites to tell when to water certain parts of the field, get more. Also, the new fertilizers that came out, new ways of producing food. We have fewer people starving now than we ever had in the world. So he's dead wrong on that. And I think there's another aspect of this, which is that the liberals who want an expansion of government are happy when people are panicking about something. And maybe the panic from the pandemic was going down, so they had to revive another panic. We'll never know. I have to ask you, though, Brit, about what's happening inside the House. We only have about a minute to talk about this, but have you ever seen such a mess in a House?
No, I never have. This is pretty dramatic and pretty messy. And I listened to all of that interview with Russ Vought about what they're trying to achieve. It would be one thing, David, if this group of 20 or so had a candidate who had a chance of winning, any chance of winning. So far, and in 6 ballots now, nobody's got more than 21 votes. McCarthy gets the overwhelming majority. At some point, you have to say, we're trying to be the tail that wags the dog. I've seen these kinds of stunts. Usually it happens, David, when in a close vote in the Senate where one member will end up being the swing vote that would decide it, and he or she gets a lot of leverage for a period of time. This is the same idea. I've rarely seen it done on a scale like this. They've shut the government down in the past when they had some leverage like this in the House, and that's never worked out well for the Republicans.
10 seconds. Is it possible that we could get a compromise candidate, somebody like Steve Scalise?
It's possible to be Steve Scalise because he has probably a real following, but it's not really clear that would be enough for these people.
Yeah. All right. Brit Hume, what a pleasure to see you, sir. Thank you for being here.